Hello everyone. Once again, welcome to our own channel, Career Growth. There are many students who always think like, I want to study abroad, maybe at the undergraduate level or at the postgraduate level, and they keep thinking what are the entrance exams that they would have to prepare for. So today's topic that I will be talking about will be the entrance exams required for studying abroad. The prominent entrance exams when we talk about are SAT, that is for the undergraduate level of study, students need to prepare for that. GRE, GMAT, that is required for the postgraduate level of studies for students, and as well as the English proficiency test, which I'll be talking more in depth in my today's episode. They are IELTS and TOEFL. These both exams are required for English proficiency for all the international students. The importance of English proficiency test when we talk about, we are considered as a non-English speaking country. So because of that, all the students who are planning to study abroad have to take the English proficiency test. And not only the English proficiency test, but all the standardized exams that we talk about, they also have a module which is called as verbal, the English module in those entrance exams as well. Most of the students come to our center, ma'am, बताइए कौन सा exam easy है, IELTS दूँ या TOEFL दूँ? आप बता सकते हैं कि which will be easy for me to score better or which will be simpler for me. But students, I would like to say there's nothing easy or difficult. It's always like each country or each university or a particular course that you're looking forward for may have a different requirement. So country to country, university to university, level of studies, or maybe it can be work related that you're looking forward for, the entrance exams would vary. Even be it the proficiency test, in English proficiency test, or be it your other entrance exams like GRE, GMAT and SAT that we just spoke about. As I said, I'll be focusing today more on the English proficiency test, that is IELTS, that is International English Language Testing System, and TOEFL, that is Test of English Foreign Language. Both these tests, IELTS and TOEFL, have certain things in common. Common means the scores, the validity of the scores for both these tests are for 2 years. There are a lot of test centers across the world for both these tests. These tests are conducted on a preset date. There is a fixed date or a schedule or you can say a timetable made for all these tests throughout the year. You can create, go online, check for the dates availability as per the center, the location where you are living, and accordingly book the dates for your exams. One more important point about the IELTS and TOEFL exam is that both these tests check you, or you can say assess you on your English proficiency skills for reading, writing, listening and speaking. TOEFL, that is Test of English Foreign Language. It's widely used in the US universities for both the undergraduate studies as well as for the postgraduate studies. TOEFL is out of 120 marks. It's an internet-based test. And most of the students find it little difficult thinking about, ma'am, is it compulsory? Should I take this exam or should I take IELTS? But we always recommend them that first decide a country that you would want to study and accordingly you can prepare for that entrance exam. So keeping in mind, if you're looking at studying in the US, TOEFL will be the required exam for all your studies, I mean at the undergraduate as well as at the postgraduate level. TOEFL is out of 120 marks as I said earlier. So it is individually scored for each section, that is reading, writing, speaking and listening. For each section it is scored individually on 30 and anything above 100 would be considered as a good score. IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. It has two modules, one is academic module and other is a general module. Academic module is used for studies, like students who are looking out for studies in various universities, in various countries, be it undergraduate or at the postgraduate level. And general module is generally taken up by the candidates or people who are looking forward for migrating or looking forward for jobs. So most of the countries have different requirements for the IELTS exams. IELTS exam also assesses on reading, writing, speaking and listening. It is scored on band scores. There is 0 to 9 bands as a system for scoring for this exam. And anything above 7 is considered as a good score. But as I said, each country and each university would have a different requirement. So you will have to do your research and accordingly look forward for your scores. The preparation time required for these exams could be approximately around 2 to 2.5 months. So it is essential that students, you do your planning accordingly, like in terms of knowing your deadlines for the applications, checking the availability of the dates for these exams, and the preparation time that you would require. So you have to do your self-evaluation, understanding the exams well, and accordingly do your preparation. Do subscribe on our channel Career Growth and share with your parents, friends and relatives. All the best and see you soon.